Imagine turning just $1,000 into $10,000 or more without lifting a finger. Sounds impossible, right? But with compound interest, it's not only possible, it's a proven way to grow your wealth. The rich have been using this strategy for centuries, and now it's your turn. Don't get left behind. Start today and let time do the work. If you're not using the power of compound interest, you're missing out on the chance to build wealth faster than you ever imagined. Are you ready to let your money work for you? The eighth wonder of the world. Compound interest is often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world, a term popularized by Albert Einstein, who famously said, "He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it." But what exactly is compound interest, and why does it hold such immense power in growing wealth? Let's break it down in simple terms. At its core, compound interest is the process where interest earned on an initial investment is reinvested and starts to earn its own interest. Over time, this snowball effect leads to exponential growth of your wealth. Unlike simple interest, where you only earn interest on your initial investment, compound interest grows on both the original amount and the interest accumulated, making your money work harder for you. To understand its true potential, let's take an example. Suppose you invest $1,000 at an interest rate of 5% annually. After the first year, you'll earn $50 in interest, which brings your total to $1,050. But in the second year, your interest will be calculated on $1,050, not just your original $1,000. So the next year, you'll earn $52.50 in interest, and so on. The longer you leave the investment untouched, the more powerful this compounding effect becomes. One of the most amazing things about compound interest is that it's not just for large investors. The magic of compounding can benefit anyone, regardless of how much you start with. Starting early is crucial. The earlier you invest, the more time your money has to grow. For example, if you invest $100 each month, starting at the age of 25, you'll have much more by retirement than if you started at 35, even though both investments are for the same amount. This is why it's said that time is one of the biggest factors in making compound interest work for you. The more years you give your money to grow, the more your wealth can multiply. In conclusion, compound interest truly is a powerful tool that can work wonders for your wealth over time. The key is to start as early as possible and be consistent. The earlier you start, the more your money will grow. It's that simple. How interest on interest works. Compound interest is a powerful financial concept, often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world, by none other than Albert Einstein. Why? Because it allows your money to grow exponentially over time, making it one of the most effective ways to build wealth. Here's how it works. Imagine you deposit $1,000 in an account that earns an interest rate of 5% per year. In the first year, you'll earn $50, 5% of $1,000. But in the second year, you'll earn interest not just on your initial deposit of $1,000, but also on the $50 in interest that you earned in the first year. So in year 2, your interest earned will be $52.50, bringing your total to $1,052.50. This process repeats every year, and over time, the interest you earn begins to grow faster and faster. The longer your money is allowed to compound, the more dramatic the growth becomes. Let's take a real-world example to illustrate this. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, attributes much of his wealth to the power of compound interest. Buffett began investing at the age of 11, and by the time he was 60, his wealth had grown substantially, largely thanks to the compounding effect of his investments. One of the best ways to benefit from compound interest is to start early. The earlier you invest, the longer your money has to compound and grow. If you started investing just $100 a month at the age of 20, assuming a 6% return, by the time you reach 60, you could have over $200,000 without having to put in any more money after the initial deposit. There's a twist. Compound interest doesn't just work for investments. It also applies to debts. If you have high-interest credit card debt, compound interest can quickly work against you. A 15% interest rate on a credit card balance of $2,000 can result in a debt of over $4,000 in just 5 years if you only make the minimum payments. Estimating investment doubling time. The rule of 72 is a quick and easy way to estimate how long it will take for an investment to double, based on a fixed annual rate of return. To use it, simply divide 72 by the interest rate. The result gives you the approximate number of years it will take for your investment to double. For instance, if your investment earns an annual return of 6%, dividing 72 by 6 gives you 12 years. So, it will take about 12 years for your money to double at that rate. This simple rule highlights the power of compounding. The higher the interest rate, the faster your money will grow. By using the rule of 72, investors can easily gauge how their investments are performing and make smarter financial decisions. It's a useful tool for anyone serious about growing their wealth. Leveraging time for maximum growth. One of the most powerful advantages in investing is time. The earlier you start, the more you can benefit from the power of compound interest. Let's say you invest $1,000 at an annual rate of 5%. If you start at age 25, by the time you reach 65, your investment will grow to over $4,300. But if you wait just 10 years, starting at age 35, that same investment will only grow to around $2,200 by age 65. This difference happens because, over time, the interest on your investment compounds, creating exponential growth. The key takeaway: starting early gives your money more time to work for you. Even small, consistent contributions can lead to huge wealth gains over time. So, start as early as possible to make the most of compound interest. The power of regular contributions. When it comes to building wealth, consistency plays a crucial role, especially when combined with compound interest. By regularly contributing to your investments, you give your money more opportunities to grow. Even if you start with a small amount, consistent contributions can lead to significant growth over time. If you invest $100 each month in a fund with an annual return of 7%, after 10 years, you could accumulate over $20,000. The more consistently you contribute, the more interest you earn on both your original investment and the interest you've already accumulated. This strategy helps you benefit from the power of compounding while smoothing out market fluctuations. The key is to stay consistent and keep contributing, even if it's just a small amount. Over time, these contributions will work wonders for your financial future. Real-life success stories. There are countless real-life examples of how compound interest has helped individuals build significant wealth over time. One of the most famous stories is that of Warren Buffett, who began investing at age 11. Through his long-term investments, he has earned billions, with much of his wealth growing exponentially due to compound interest. Another great example is Albert Einstein himself, who allegedly referred to compound interest as the eighth wonder of the world. He understood the power of starting early and letting time do its work. These success stories demonstrate that no matter the size of your investment, the longer it compounds, the more it grows. Compound interest turns small, consistent investments into huge returns, showing that time and patience are essential for financial success. So, like Buffett and Einstein, starting early and staying consistent is the key to wealth building. Visualizing exponential growth. The snowball effect is a great way to visualize how compound interest works. Just like a snowball rolling down a hill, your investment starts small but grows larger and faster over time as it picks up more snow or interest. For instance, if you invest $1,000 at a 6% annual return, in the first year, you'll earn $60 in interest. In the second year, you'll earn interest on $1,060. And by the third year, you'll earn interest on $1,123.60. The growth accelerates as time passes. This exponential growth is what makes compound interest so powerful. The longer you let your investment snowball, the more it grows. The key is to be patient and allow your money to accumulate over time. With enough time, your investment will grow at an increasingly faster rate, helping you build wealth in a way that's hard to match with any other investment strategy. How compound interest can work against you. While compound interest is a powerful tool for growing wealth, it can also work against you if you're in debt. Credit card companies, for example, often use compound interest to charge high interest rates on outstanding balances. This means that the longer you carry a balance, the more you'll owe as interest is added to the original amount, creating a cycle that can quickly spiral out of control. For example, if you have a $1,000 credit card balance with an interest rate of 20% and you don't pay it off, the interest compounds, and in a year, you could owe over $1,200. To avoid this, it's crucial to pay off high-interest debts as quickly as possible. While compound interest can work in your favor when saving or investing, it can be a financial burden when it comes to loans and credit. Always be mindful of interest rates and prioritize debt repayment to prevent compound interest from turning into a financial trap. Investment tips and best practices. To fully harness the power of compound interest, it's important to follow certain strategies that maximize its effects. The earlier you invest, the more time your money has to compound. Even small contributions can grow substantially over time. Another important strategy is to reinvest your earnings. Instead of cashing out interest or dividends, reinvesting them allows you to earn interest on both your original investment and the income generated. This creates a cycle of growth that accelerates as time passes. Additionally, consider choosing high-yield investments like stocks or mutual funds with strong historical performance. The higher the interest rate or return on investment, the faster your wealth will grow. Lastly, make regular contributions to your investment. Even if you can only contribute a small amount, doing so consistently can lead to significant growth. By following these practices, you can make the most of compound interest and build long-term wealth. Ensuring your money works for you. To make compound interest work for you, it's important to avoid common investment mistakes that can hinder your growth. One of the biggest errors is waiting too long to start investing. The earlier you begin, the more time you give your money to grow. Even small amounts invested early on can result in significant wealth in the future. Another mistake is not reinvesting earnings. If you withdraw your interest or dividends, you miss out on the power of compounding. Always aim to reinvest your earnings to maximize your growth. Also, be mindful of high fees. Fees can eat into your returns, so make sure to choose low-cost investment options to preserve your gains. Lastly, avoid chasing quick gains or making risky, impulsive investments. Compound interest rewards patience, so the key is to stay consistent and invest wisely. By avoiding these mistakes, you ensure that your money works for you and grows over time. You don't want to be the one who looks back and regrets missing the opportunity to grow your wealth with compound interest. You've seen how small, consistent investments can lead to huge returns over time. Don't let this chance slip away. And remember, this is just the beginning. In our next video, we'll dive into the top 10 financial books every aspiring millionaire must read. These books could change your life and bring you one step closer to financial freedom. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our community of future millionaires. You won't want to miss out.